Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a 5 of Wands. Okay, this is very strong energy. That's going to be our starting point, okay? We're going to put this into some context. This, well, let's find out what this 5 of Wands is doing, because you've got a lot of fight in you, and I don't know if you're the one that's bringing the fight or if it's something you're involved in now. There's some court cards, not too many court cards, very strong energy. A lot of really, really strong fire energy. Here, 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 and here. All really, really strong fire energy. So I think that you're involved in something very serious right now. Okay. But before we get into this, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is just one card that we're going to select at random. We'll set it down here. We'll put the alien on top, and we're not going to look at that until the very end, all right? And hopefully at the end of the reading, that card can tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need, right? So let's take a look at this. I mean, it's mostly fire, right? Fire, 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 fire. Now, as far as water goes, we have water, water. This is the Chariot. It's Cancer. It's some water energy. As far as air goes, we have a couple of air cards here. We don't have any earth energy that I can see right away. No, it's no earth. There's a lot of majors, though. There's the 1, 2, 3 major arcana. So it's very heavy on some powerful energy. I mean, to start with a 5, you're involved with something that is giving you, well, it's heating things up, right? It could be a competitive situation, maybe at work. It could be something that you are trying to penetrate into, because, you know, we have this 5 that's crossed by this water energy, this Prince of Cups. I think maybe these two are going together. I think that this might be a water sign person in your life. It might be somebody who is, I don't feel like they're very close to you, but maybe they're trying to get close, or you're trying to get close to them, but there's some kind of incompatibility, right? There's just someone in our life that we're not on the same page with. Could be a coworker, friend, a family member. I almost feel like whenever you kind of get near this person, it's just fight, right? It's just arguing. It could be a competitive kind of thing, but to me it feels like there is a miscommunication, almost to the point where it's not even communication anymore. It's just kind of like a little bit of aggression whenever we're around this person. I don't know if it's because they are slowly revealing a different side of themselves. Okay, maybe we should talk about this first, the Prince of Cups. Because this is someone that has a secret agenda. But outwardly, they might try to be very friendly. To the point where maybe it feels a little condescending, where you know that they've got something else up their sleeve, but they're just always with a smile, right? Always with a friendly face, but you can kind of see through that. You know. And I feel like it's become a serious issue right now. And I don't know. Again, I'm having a difficult time really seeing if this is something at work or at home, if this is a friend, a family member. I wonder I wonder if it's actually something related to a parental figure. If it's something that has to do with some kind of generational thing. This Queen of Wands here could be, well, maybe I have a different theory about this, because I wonder if this is the source of some of your fire energy. I wonder if we've kind of learned to be kind of aggressive, kind of not defensive, but almost like offensive. You know, I think you've got a lot of fight in you. I think right now this kind of competitive energy is really coming out. We're taking this situation with this person. Now, the Prince of Cups could represent the situation itself. Might not be a specific person. It might not just be one person. It could indicate this whole situation being one that is concealing its true nature from us. And we're trying to fight to get to the bottom of something, to get to the depth of something, to really understand something. Could be a situation at work that we're fighting to penetrate that mystery of why things are the way they are. Why we're in the situation that we're in, right? So the Prince of Cups, I feel like, really does represent generally the situation. It may be represented by one particular person, a supervisor, a manager, or a particular family member or something. But I think the situation as a whole is feeling a little bit. I almost feel like you have to fight to stand up for yourself, because look at this. We've got so much fire energy. We've got a 10 of Wands up here, right? And a 10 of Wands is a lot of heavy burden. I almost wonder if there is so much pressure being put on you, or you're looking up at this 10 of Wands thinking, all of the weight is on me, all of this pressure, all of the responsibility, all of the expectations, all of this very heavy energy is being put on you. And so you're kind of looking up at this, and you're trying to fight it off as much as you can, or you're trying to perhaps just survive it. Could be, if it's a work situation, that there's just more and more and more being demanded of you, and you're trying to just survive the day and try to keep up with all of these responsibilities. And it seems like every time this person comes around, there's just one more thing you have to do. That now there's just, oh, hey, by the way, we need you to start taking care of this and this and this. So it's just more and more and more going into this 10. What we're really hoping for is that there will be an end to this piling on. Now, it could be a family situation. Could be things piling on, right? I get that kind of vibe. Whether it's at work or home or with friends, or it doesn't matter really where. But I feel like this is what's going on with you. And because this is at the top, this is what we're hoping for. This is kind of our greatest aspiration right now, is just for this to have an end, just for this this piling on to somehow be done, so we can just accomplish everything, get done with this list of tasks, and move forward, with this Chariot energy. But I feel like we're kind of fighting right now just to stay, just to kind of stay on top of this energy. And this could be just a long list of things you have to do, right? A long list of responsibilities, of tasks, of problems. It's just a real long list, and we're trying our best to keep up with it. Underneath everything, we have a 9 of Wands. So you're someone that knows you can handle a lot, and this could be what other people are seeing too. Well, they think, Gemini can handle it, so let's just give Gemini all of the work. Let's give Gemini all of the responsibility, because you can handle it. Yeah, they're not going to complain. They're not going to, they'll be able to do it. And in some ways, that's a compliment, right? That you're strong enough to handle this amount of stuff. But it doesn't seem like it's all that fair, right? It seems like it's too much. It seems like there's some reason, like, why do I keep getting all of this. Maybe you're doing too good of a job that now people expect so much of you that it's unreasonable. But the way we're perceiving it is that there's something sinister going on, something that's being hidden from us. There's some secret that we're not privy to, and that's why there's all of this going on. But we're in all this fire energy, so it's difficult for us to see what really might be going on. We've got a little bit of the air energy here, and the fact that we don't have any earth energy is telling me a couple of things. One, that we need the earth energy. We need to find some practical ways to deal with this rather than just getting more and more in the fire energy, more and more perhaps angry. And also that it's not so much about the work as it is about why it's all being given to you. All of this burden, and it doesn't have to be an employment thing. This could be in any situation. It's this piling on of energy or expectation or burden or the responsibility, all being piled on you. Could be at home, in your private personal life, could be in a romantic relationship, a professional setting. It doesn't matter where. Okay. But with the 9, you are strong enough to handle it, right? We are strong enough to handle it. And I kind of feel like with this card, this is the more we can handle, right? The more we accomplish, the more is being asked of us, right? You keep finishing all your work, they're just going to give you more work, right? But it's kind of like it's your work ethic, You're going to accomplish what is being given you either by work or by the universe or whatever challenges are in front of you, whatever tasks you have before you in any setting. You're going to accomplish them to the best of your ability. Now, I think that's something that we've probably inherited from our parents. Maybe this is a maternal figure. Maybe this is mom or grandma or great-grandma, all the way down the line of very, very strong people that have not given up in the face of challenges, have not quit, have lived up to the expectations, have blazed a trail through these kinds of things. And again, whether this is a professional setting, it feels like it's kind of a work thing, or some kind of an organization that you're involved with, that they keep giving you like all of the work, right? And I don't think this is even all of those, just the busy work, right? Well, let's just give Gemini all the work that we don't want to do. No, I feel like you're in charge of a lot of important things. But it's just so much, You're doing the work of, 10 people. So there's a lot of fire going on. And it's all kind of, we're at odds with the water energy, right? Fire and water, they don't really mix too well. In fact, they create this air energy that we see on the path of the serpent, which we can kind of talk about this. First thing we see is the night, right? This is the fire energy that now is kind of in the realm of air, that it's starting to show in our demeanor, I think, right? This is feeling like we know that there's something sinister going on, and we're kind of reacting appropriately, right? Now, I'm not saying that there is. We don't know for sure. We don't know 100% that there is. But our suspicions are being confirmed through our experience, through our kind of daily interactions with this situation. And it's starting now to affect the way we are communicating with people, the way we're interacting. We just assume everybody is in on this, and I think we're at odds with people. Particularly this, and this again is either the situation as a whole, the group, the family, the company, or this is the one particular person that is the face of that group or family or the company or whatever, right? That it's now it's affecting how we're communicating, okay? Because we think we have the knowledge, we think we know. It's like this vibe, like, okay, I'm on to you. And then that colors how we interact, okay? But the way forward, really, if we look at this, the way forward is this Chariot. The Chariot is kind of saying, look, just keep your head down, protect yourself, don't let it get to you, accomplish your work. This is kind of saying that if we just do what is expected of us and we don't let it bother us and we push forward and we finish this task, we get through the situation. Now, whether this is a list of duties and tasks and responsibilities at work, or a list of projects, or just the demands in this family situation, whatever is going on with the family, if we can get through this unscathed, right? Put your armor on and just do it. Get through it. Get done with it. Right? Keep your head down and just push forward. Right? We've got this armor on. It's not affecting us deeply. Right? May have some scratches and cuts and bruises and stuff, but it's not really affecting us internally. We're keeping our mouth shut. We're just doing what we're supposed to do. Because this is what we agreed to. This is our responsibility, whatever it is. Let's get through it. Right? Because what we see next on the path of the serpent is a lot of change and a lot of control. Okay? So I think by getting through this, if you can just push through, accomplish this, get through this situation, then we can make some changes. Then, if we need to, we can get the heck out of here. Right? But the first thing, again, is the keeping of our mouth shut, right? This is kind of how we're looking at this situation with this Knight of Swords. We're looking at this with a little bit of anger and suspicion. It's affecting the way we're communicating. And this is just embroiling us in here. So we're looking at this situation like, hey, I'm onto you. I see what's going on here. And I don't like it. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows I don't like it. Well, the Chariot is saying, let's do something else. Let's just keep our head down, keep our mouth shut, and accomplish this work here. And then you can decide what to do in this situation. Right? The Two of Swords here is about choice. It's about change. So we finish the work that we've agreed to do, because it's part of your work ethic. It's part of who you are. We'll get done. We'll be quiet about it. And then we can choose a different path. We can choose to get out of this situation. But we are going to still maintain our integrity. It's like you've accomplished all this work, so they have to write you a good reference. Right? You could still put this on your resume. Because you did the quote unquote right thing. You took the high road. You fulfilled your obligations, even though they were completely unreasonable and overwhelming, and it was you were being overburdened with something. And even if this is a family thing, and the Chariot here is kind of saying maybe this is something to do with family. And maybe with family we have to have a thick skin. It's not worth really getting involved in this kind of way and trying to call people out and trying to say, hey, I'm on to you. Let's just get done with this part of the work, and let's choose a different path, right? This is about choose. We choose to go forward. We get to this Eon card. And the Eon card is really the wake-up call. And this is kind of the card that we don't want, but it's the card that we need, right? This is the position of the fear, worry, and concern. This is a doorway that says, hey, your future is here. You could get out of this fire energy and move on to a different phase of your life. We can leave this company. All this fire energy here could be the fiery doorway here. So yes, maybe you have to go through this fire in order for you to level up, because if we accomplish all of this, your resume is going to look really nice and your future is going to be a lot different than if we just allow ourselves to kind of sink to this level and and get involved with all of this energy, which we're not even 100% sure what's going on. Let's just push through it. It's going to burn, it's going to hurt, but we get through it on the other side, and then we really are in an amazing position to go apply for a better job, to, to break into a different kind of career. We really have that kind of under our belt as an accomplishment. Yeah. This is also the idea that, we can choose, right? The Two of Swords, we can choose to go forward in our own direction, away from this group. If this is a friend group, a family thing, whatever it is, we don't have to stay here and endure it, right? We have to, yes, we have to accomplish what we've agreed to accomplish and finish what we started, or whatever it is. But then we can choose to go forward and move on, okay? We don't want to, because maybe this is our family, right? Maybe this is our job. This is something, and we've learned through our history, our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. You don't quit. You don't give up on things. I don't think this card is talking about quitting, though. I think this is about knowing when it's time to move on, right? Knowing when it's time to kind of shut the door on this past thing and think about the future. The future is this lust or strength card. This is the absolute power that you're going to feel having gone through this situation and maintained your composure, not lost it and, engaged in the, suspicion or the whatever it is, right? Not sinking to that level. By controlling yourself, controlling this fire, because I feel, we didn't talk a lot about the Five of Wands, but this is your competitiveness. This is your ambition and your striving, right? This is you really trying to handle the energy of the situation in the best way, right? This is you're struggling with this. And the 10, well, obviously it's overwhelming the 5, right? It's much heavier energy. But the 5 is somebody that is trying to handle what's coming at them. You're trying to keep up, right? And doing that and following through and getting to the end, getting through that situation is really giving you this sense of power and strength, and a real strength, not just, that you're strong enough to handle the burden, but the strength of knowing that you can control your power, that you can utilize your power, that you have this kind of spiritual, magical ability to push through a situation and maintain that composure. It's maybe easy to just kind of let loose and let this Knight of Swords have free play here. But it's a mark of control to just be composed, get through this phase of things, get through this portion of your life. And you're coming out on the other side much stronger, in a much better position than to advance, right? Either in your career, your company, into a different position, or just in life in general, right? To make growth, make advancements. So I think this is what we're aiming for. This is the outcome here, should we choose to do it this way, right? And really a big factor is the Two of Swords here, and this is what we're choosing to kind of how we're choosing to handle this fire energy. Are we going to just kind of let loose with it? Or are we going to use it to push through, to advance our own life in whatever way? And step into this control over ourselves, but also of our destiny, our path. But now, I'd like to take a look at that mystery card. Okay. Simon Mork Ripley is our alien. Thank you, Mork. As far as what this card could be, well, it's this kind of a serious thing, right? I want to see something rather calm result from all of this. I want to see the calm after the storm. I either want some maybe some nice settled earth energy, maybe like a 6 of discs. A 9 or a 10 of discs would be good. A 3, 6, or 9 of cups would be just fantastic. But kind of what I want here is a little bit of levity, right? A little bit of mirth. I think a Fool would be perfect. That would just take the whole cake here. But some kind of energy showing that we're not going to take it so seriously, that we are kind of going this chariot route. We're making the choice to do this. And to do that, we have to put our armor on. We have to thicken our skin. We have to just laugh at it. You know, that's the only thing that we can do if we're choosing to use this to our advantage in the long term. We have to kind of laugh about it. We have to be a little bit more lighthearted, not take it so seriously. I want the Fool energy here. That's what I want. Oh, look at that. Fool energy. Yeah, this is the Fool. This is the energy that just doesn't care. Has no sense of self, really, right? It's just all experience. It takes the good and the bad as just more novelty. You know, everything that comes its way, wow, this is interesting. Just keeps moving forward with new and new experiences. There's no self-consciousness. There's no sense of self-importance. Think, how can the universe do this to me? Why am I in this position? This is not fair. There's no sense of me being important at all. And I kind of feel like that's the attitude that we need right now. This kind of playfulness, you know, this lightheartedness. It's almost like just this ignorance, kind of, right? Just completely unaware, don't care for a thing in the world, at least in this situation, as a way to counteract some of this fire and air energy. We just need to just have fun with it as much as we can, not take it so seriously. Yeah, to me, this is the perfect confirmation. This really makes me happy. We are going to do an extended Gemini. If you would like to stick around, just click on the link that's right there. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, all right? I encourage you to cross-watch, check your other placements, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.